Buhari will shock those plotting to destroy Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday promised to shock those behind insecurity in the country. Buhari made the promise after receiving briefing from Chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Professor Mahmood Yakubu, on series of attacks on facilities of the electoral body across the country. The president particularly warned those bent on destroying the country through promoting insurrection and burning down critical national assets. I received various security reports on the attacks, and it is very clear that those behind them want this administration to fail, President Buhari said. Insecurity in Nigeria is now mentioned all over the world. All the people who want power, whoever they are, they wonder, you wonder what they really want. Whoever wants the destruction of the system will soon have the shock of their lives. We'll give them enough time. Buhari recalled that he visited all the 36 states of the country before 2019 election, and majority of the people believe me and the election profit. He pledged to continue leading the country in accordance with constitutional provisions. He said those misbehaving in certain parts of the country were obviously too young to know the travail and loss of lives that attended the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us in the fields for 30 months who went through the war will treat them in the language they understand. We are going to be very hard sooner than later. The president, in a statement issued by his spokesman Femi Adesina, said the service chief and the inspector general of police have been changed, and we will demand security from them. Buhari, while speaking on the dangers posed to future elections by the burning of INEC facilities, said he would give the Electoral Commission all it's needed to operate so that no one will say we don't have to go or that we want a third term. There will be no excuse for failure. We will meet all INEC's demand. In his briefing, Professor Yakubu said there have been 42 cases of attack on INEC offices nationwide since the last general election. The 42 incidents so far occurred in 14 states of the Federation for a variety of reasons. Most of the attacks happened in the last 7 months, and they are unrelated to protests against previous elections. From the pattern and frequency of the most recent attacks, they appear to be targeted at future elections. The intention is to incapacitate the commission, undermine the nation's democracy, and precipitate a national crisis, Professor Nyakubu said. Well, sometimes you will not know what is in the mind of somebody until he proves it physically. For President Muhammadu Buhari to say that he will shock those who are behind the violence going on in the country, we don't know the form it's going to take. But from what he said he's going to take things hard on whosoever that want to destroy the country. However, I want to prove it here that it is not the citizens of this country that is destroying the country. The day that President Muhammad Buhari decided to Fulanize and Islamize Nigeria, that was the day he started destroying the country to this extent. Because you must understand that the land which you want to, the Nigerians which you want the Fulanis to become the owners, belong to people before you came. And you must understand that you are a stranger that came from somewhere to sojourn in Nigeria. And now the Fulani people has vowed that their forefathers has given them the land to occupy. That is talking about the Usman Dafodio. But does that mean that other tribes has no people? Remember, there are peoples that has been living in Nigeria before Usman Dafodio came. And now you want to take over everywhere. Is that you're planning with the British government? But that will not equally stand as far as Nigerians are concerned. I want to, make a statement here that the Nigerian you saw during the Civil War in 1967 and to 1970, they are not the same Nigeria we are seeing today. Everybody has developed and everybody has become, superficially intelligent than that time. So people are ready to die for their land. People are ready everywhere. So for President Muhammad Buhari to say he will shock them, I believe that is going to be the other positive way, and that means when he begin to bring development, when he will begin to dialogue with the people, come, we are one, let us decide what is the problem, let us share power, whosoever that is supposed to be in a position should be there, and then you draw people closer to yourself and agree that we are one, even as the claim goes that one Nigeria. I think that will be the way that the Nigeria will become peaceful and united. But if it is maybe he want to do something else that he has not done before, I tell you, violence, criminality, problems will continue to emerge. And a time will come that the whole problem will get out of hand where money can no longer solve. Because from what he said in this news, he's going to put power in the hands of the chief of army staff and the inspector general of police to make sure that they do what he says. So that is not the way. So at this point in time, he must understand that he is ruling people and he must cut people attention to whosoever he wants to do. So I don't think will the problem of Nigeria end?